Hi everyone, it's Karen Jean from Ex Libris Crafts, and today we're going to be dealing with the scraps. This is going to be an organizational video. I have my 2 buckets here. This bucket is usually up there next to my rotary trimmer as I'm cutting things, and if keeping scraps, they go in here. This is a bucket, as you can see, things are already clipped and organized, that I organized a while ago, so that needs to be gone through. And then I was cleaning up my desk. This is the top bin of my craft cart, which is where I usually put my current project. But I emptied out, that's all scraps, because I emptied out this drawer, which goes to one of my units over there, which I had scraps in. Here's a mess. And I also emptied out these things, which were just scrap collectors. So I'm going to try to organize my scraps in a better way. Now, the thing is that in addition to card making, I also make journals. So I don't want to cut down a large piece here, like this one. This is large. I love the clouds. I don't want to cut down bigger pieces because I can use them any number of ways in a journal. So what I think I'll do is I'm going to go through these and I will see what's what. Over here I have a lot of tiny little strips and stuff, right? So figure out how I want to save them. I was thinking putting them in the glass on top of my desk so I know that they're there and I can grab them frequently. I also have the Avery envelope pouches that I use over here, right? Like for my stamps. So I could also put some stuff in there too. I don't know. Let's see how it goes. Here I am just separating out, well, actually just piling up all the scraps on my work surface and then just separating them all out into size and type. The little ones, as you can see there, the thinner ones I'm sticking in the glass in front of me. As it turned out, the narrow scraps on the glass, in the glass in front of me, was not a good solution for me because I just had too many of them. So what I wound up doing was actually separating them by color and putting them in those clear plastic envelopes, as you will see at the end. There were a lot of scraps. It's really hard for paper crafters to throw away paper, even little bits. I did throw away some though. Well, more than some, and I did save a lot. So that's just me looking at different card fronts that I've worked on in the past and if I'm going to keep them or not. I did wind up keeping all the card fronts. You never know. You never know. And what I'm doing here is I am separating out the sentiment strips that I've already done up and putting them in their own little clear envelopes as well, just to try to keep things more organized. Here I am separating out the vellum and the gold and silver, putting them in their own separate pouches. What I did off camera was that many of the misshapen pieces I did trim down into thin strips, and then I got distracted and started making card fronts with them. So you don't see that on this video. Okay, I have organized everything. I'm holding my camera, my phone, so all that mess has now been put into here and into here. I threw away some stuff, but not a lot. But let me just take you quickly through how I did this. First, I don't have the Avery L bags. I have these. Oops, here, let me switch it around. I got them from Amazon. I've had it about a year. I think I probably should order more soon. There's the size, 5 3/4 by 7.5. Stampin' Die storage pouches by Linkyo. So what I've done here is I have separated out the little scraps and I've labeled everything. So here we have card fronts. What I was doing was when I was separating out a lot of these small strips, I went ahead and just made some like quilting things. And I could use this is a thin one like that one is, as a card front, or I could use it to die cut out images or words or stuff. So these are just all card fronts. Then I have bits of foam, some journaling cards here, pre-made journaling cards. Nature, these are the leftovers from the sunset calendar, 6x6 calendars, when I made those sunset cards. I'll put a link up there for that. Here I have, this is a chunky pocket of white, mainly cardstock, using this, and this can be used for sentiment strips. Then here we have neutrals, which is black, black and white and gray and brown stuff. And then silver and gold scraps. My pink and my red scraps. Yellow and orange. Green. I realize that this one is pretty big and probably should be put over there, but I'm leaving that there. Blue, which is very chunky as well. Different shades of blue. And then purple, which isn't as chunky as I thought it would be. Here is the small bits of cardstock scraps, mainly pattern paper. Then these here are sentiments strips that I've already done. Separated them out. This is a pack of vellum, small vellum bits. These are regular paper, weight paper, for when I'm trimming down, when I'm making, you know, journals, and I don't use a full 8.5 by 11 sheet of paper, but then I use these scraps to make little matchbook booklets and stuff like that. So that's what's in there. This is larger pieces of paper, non-cardstock. And then this is bits of winter and autumn paper, because I didn't want to throw them away. I don't have that many of that. So that's there. I got these IKEA bins. These are IKEA bins. I got them at my local thrift store. It was a deal. So here in the front, this is a notebook. I made this last year sometime. So this is just bits and pieces. Some of this paper. And these are boxes, goat's milk soap that I liked. So I saved. This is the inside of a tea box. And then just the front here is bits of manila envelope file folders that I've been cutting up. And then we go here to the bigger pieces. And as you can tell, this is white, multi, and it's larger. It's paper and cardstock in here. Just larger pieces. And then we have floral. And these are the categories, as I was going through it, that made the most sense to me that I use. Maps and music. Maps and music are in there. adhesive vinyl and tissue paper. I have little bits of adhesive vinyl here. And some tissue paper scraps that I could throw away. But then larger, here's pink. Again, yellow and orange. Not much in there. Green. Lots of bits of green. Blue. Different blues and purples. Oops, put that in there. And then winter Christmas theme. So I have cleaned up all my scraps. Yay! And it's shrunk it down to these 2 bins. Of course, let's see if I can keep it this way. Well, this is Karen Jean from Ex Libris Crafts. We're only limited by our own imaginations. Let yours run wild. Thanks for stopping by.